So this video is going to be on FOMO, greed, and patience, and how it can affect you in trading. So you see here, south side liquidity gets swept, swing high formed inside the swept liquidity, which for me is displacement high, displacement low. We look for a fair value gap inside here, right? Now let's say you see this fair value gap, you see price comes into it, you might buy, right, with stop loss below here, or maybe below here. And it might come again soon, you might get stopped out because you're afraid of missing out because it was already heading higher towards your first take profit one. So that's a sign of FOMO, is you have to follow your plan. We know that price will come inside this area, right here at least, and we can buy from there. So there's no need to try to catch the move here and put a stop loss here or have a bigger stop loss. We want to be following our rules. So now let's say we had an entry right here, right? Let's say we put our entry all the way down here. Now let's say price never came back down. Let's say price literally just tapped right here, right? We would miss entry because of greed, because we want a better risk to reward. Basically, we want better risk to reward. We want a smaller stop loss. Now the thing is, our rules say to buy from here, right, when it touches it, right? No need to be greedy and have it down here. Yes, price did come down, right? But also we have to be aware that we have a fair value gap in here. So we want to have a conservative stop loss, a stop loss that we know will hold. And it's okay that if it's under here, maybe it's just below this candle, because price shouldn't break it. If it does, then it's not going to hold most likely. So you have an opportunity to hit FOMO right here and hit a loss. You have an opportunity to be greedy, put your entry down here when we know entry should be right at the open, right in here, right at it, right? So yes, it came back down and you would have got an entry, but if it didn't, you would have experienced greed and missed out on the opportunity to catch the trade. And if you, let's say you had a small stop loss right here, right, because let's say you're a little bit greedy, you have a stop loss below there, you would get stopped out here. So you want to be aware of that. You want to have small take profit areas. Take profit one here, so where I take my first partials, right? And another take profit here at this fair value gap. Yes, we can aim higher because I do have a goal up here, a fair value gap on the higher time frame on the 15-minute, but it is not something that's probable because it's too high. We don't want high RRs. Yes, it's better, but we just want to get in and out. We want to have good trades where we know we will profit off. You want to pay yourself. Remember that, pay the trader. So you see right here, first take profit hit, second take profit hit. Will it go higher? I'm not sure. It's already reversing, right? It's possible that it will, but we don't want to aim that high, because if we are holding with all of our capital, we would have already been down to, not a loss, but we wouldn't be as much in profit. So you want to profit off and have realistic goals. So this is one thing to look out for, FOMO. Make sure you follow your rules. Don't be too greedy. Don't try to have a small stop loss. Have a conservative stop loss below an area where you know price will hold. For example, here we have an engulfed candle that's the bearish, and we know the price is going to go up strongly. So we would put our stop loss below here, and that's a conservative stop loss, or just below the body, and we don't get worked out. If you did, it was a loss. Okay, fine. But price went ultimately in our direction, so that's it. Just be aware of everything that's around you. Use higher time frame bias. Use realistic low-hanging fruit targets, or at least something that seems realistic. This is realistic. You have a build up here that did get swept pretty much here, but we still have a fair value gap, so it's still realistic for price to head higher. So yeah.